Hi, it's Bernadette, Hannah's mom. I realized that after I posted my last video that I found two more, or I guess they're one more because they're a set, but it's the anti-frizz Alterna Caviar shampoo and conditioner. So that's one more anti-frizz product that I have. Now I'm going through the rest of my stuff. So I should only have like 3 or 4 categorized videos after this one for my no-buy rules. But in this one I'm gonna go through a bunch of stuff. So here we go. So that's my one backup hairspray. That's an open one. That's an open one. And then when we were cleaning out my boyfriend's son's stuff, he found this one. The rule here is I'm not allowed to buy hairspray until I'm almost done my last one. So those are my toners. This one's almost gone. This one is unopened. I usually have 2 open at a time because I get ready in 2 different bathrooms. It's okay for me to have 2 open toners and no backups. And then when I get to the point when one toner is completely gone and I only have 1 left, I think that's the point when I can buy another toner. These are my open detanglers. I don't have any closed ones. I think it's a reasonable rule to get down to 1 open one and not have any backups. And then when it's down to just a itty bitty bit of my last one, then I can buy a new one. Lip balm is something I think I have a problem with. I have 1 unopened one and 6 open lip balms or lip moisturizing products. I think it's reasonable to have 4 open because there's 1 I could put in my desk drawer at my office, 1 in my purse, and 1 in each of the 2 bathrooms. I don't think that's unreasonable. So I've got to get it down to 4, and when it's down to 3, then I can buy another one. These are my open powders, and these are all unopened. But I need to be almost done my very last powder, or even completely done it, before I buy another powder. So that's the foundation I'm using right now. I'm dividing my foundations into 2 categories. One is liquids and the other is not liquids. So that's the only liquid foundation I have now, except all of these samples. And all of those samples are too dark for me. And I do have a white foundation that's just for like Halloween that I could mix in with those things. I am not too impressed with this foundation so far. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it or get rid of it. I'm gonna do my very, very best to try to make it work for me. Right now I'm trying it with some facial oil mixed in. And these are my powder foundations. This one I've panned. That's my Clinique one. This I'm experimenting with. I've never used a mineral foundation before, so I'm still working with that one. And this one is my completely unopened backup one. So I have to be all the way through 100% done all my powder foundations to buy 1 powder foundation. And I have to be 100% completely done my liquid foundations to buy 1 liquid foundation. So these are my open concealers, and this is my backup stuff here. I think that having 2 concealers open is reasonable. When I've completely used up all but 1, that's when I will be allowed to buy another 1 concealer. So those are my open primers. After thinking long and hard about this, there's so many different kinds of primers, and they all do different things. But I just ended up dividing them into 2 categories: pore filling primers and not pore filling primers. I think that's not unreasonable to have like this one in one bathroom and these in another, or something like this. So that's not so bad. What is bad is coming up next. Those are all my mini samples of primers, of all different kinds of primers. I have to have used up all my pore filling primer 100% used up to buy a pore filling primer. And then all of this other primer, I need to use up 100% before I buy a not pore filling primer. So those are my opened eye creams. This one is in a category of its own. I get it in Germany. It's actually more of a first aid for your eye. And I do sometimes, depending on what products I use, end up with really red, irritated, raw eyelids. And this is what I put on them when it gets that bad. So that is its own category. This is my only tube of it. I probably will go back to Europe in the spring, and I will definitely pick up some more when I'm there. This is my open serum. This is the eye cream I use in the morning, and this is the eye cream I use at night. I don't think that's unreasonable to have those one serum and 2 eye creams open. I think that's pretty normal. And for backups, this nighttime eye cream from Estee Lauder, sometimes their products irritate my eyes, so that might not be a keeper. I have this one from Lancome that I've been procrastinating on trying. Lancome products have a lot of fragrance, and I'm afraid of it, so I'm gonna try it though and see. I've been procrastinating on trying this one. This one I'll probably use in the morning, so that will go in the morning category. Just the name of it makes it sound like it's gonna irritate my eyes. That's probably gonna be a morning one too. And this is a serum. My rule is that I have to have just a teeny tiny bit left in any of those categories to get a new one. So in addition to that, I love lash primer, and I love this Lancome Cils Booster XL lash primer. That's my favorite. And I have 2 on backup and 1 in use. And I think I can get through the whole year on this. That's gonna be like a double dog dare, so I kind of have to do it. But I'm not allowed to buy any lash primer at all until I'm down to the end of my last one. And if I want this brand, it's got to be half price. I'm not paying, or it's got to be in a set with other things, because I'm not paying $25 for a lash primer anymore. I will pay $12.50, or if this comes with, you know, eye makeup remover and 3 mascaras, maybe I'll pay $27 for that, but I'm not paying $25 just for this anymore. And if I can't get it for the price that I want it, I'm going to try the L'Oreal Lash Paradise and see how I like that. This product, this is a lip primer. This is a standalone product. This is the Bite lip primer. This is the only one I have. I'm not allowed to buy a new one until this is entirely gone and in my empties. Then if I feel that my lipstick's not performing well or whatever, then I can buy this. This also is a standalone product. You'll see in my next video that I do have other facial oils, but they're more of a treatment oil, whereas this Lancome Precious Oil is not so much of a treatment for your skin. This one is one that I use specifically to add to foundations, and I could use other brands and other types of oils to do that. This is about full to here. It will probably last me the rest of the year because I just add 1 drop to a foundation once in a while. But if I use up every single drop and I'm living without it and I feel like I need it, that's the point where I can buy it. Under eye setting powder. These are both open. This is the e.l.f. and this is Laura Mercier. I don't think I will need to buy it for the whole year. I think this will last me. I have to be 100% completely out and living without it before I buy any more under eye setting powder. Eyeshadow primer. I've got 2 open. They're both the same, the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. This sample made me buy this big one, and then I never finished the sample yet. I have backup stuff. I've got this NARS eyeshadow primer, and I've got 3 left out of this Urban Decay sample pack. And this was a generous sample. However, this one this original one that I used irritated my eyes a bit. I still have Eden, Minor Sin, and Anti-Aging to try. I think it's reasonable to have 2 open. Maybe in the end I'll have this one opened and my last one of these opened and to the ends before I buy another one. And it's just because, like I mentioned before, I use 2 bathrooms. And it's because my boyfriend and I work different hours. These camo drops, I've never tried them. This is unopened. I don't think it's a product I need. I'm gonna try it. So that's, I think that's a green corrector. This orange corrector I actually use. This is an Armani. And then the Estee Lauder is my backup. And this is another one that I need to be 100% done and living without it before I purchase it. Eye masks. 2 sets left in this e.l.f. one, and I've got these samples. I'm out of the ones I usually use, which is the Patchology. As if I've been crying at night and I wake up in the morning and my eyes are all puffy and I have to get ready for work. And what I'll do is I'll put the eye patch on under and then I'll soak, I'm out of witch hazel now and it's off limits until I finish up another toner. I'll put witch hazel on some cotton pads and put them on my eyelids and I'll lay down for however long that mask needs to work and then pull it off and then my eyes look fantastic for work again, or at least good enough to be able to get through my day without people being like, oh my gosh, did you get punched in the face? I have to be 100% done these and living without any eye patches before I buy more eye patches. I would like to buy the Patchology ones, but they need to be at least 30% off for me to buy them. And I have to try to maybe use eye creams or eye serum and maybe just other pads on stuff on my eyes made up of stuff I already own before I buy them. That's gonna be a tough one. The last here is brush cleanser, Castile soap. And I love having it sitting out like this because if I use a beauty blender, I can just use it and wash it right away. That's my jam. I have these 2 Beauty Blender Solid Minis and this unopened e.l.f. brush shampoo on backup. And I have to be 100% done all of my brush cleansing products before I buy another brush cleansing video. One thing that has changed already with this no-buy is now that my boyfriend has seen how much stuff I have, he's like, where did it all come from? Where did you put it? And I showed him. I showed him where I was keeping it in the bathrooms. I showed him where I was keeping it in the pantry downstairs. And I showed him where I was keeping it in my bedroom. And so I am not allowed to keep beauty products anywhere except for the bathrooms now. I don't have any other designated or non-designated space. So he actually cleared space out for me in there. We got rid of and donated a bunch of stuff that was for his son, that his son left here, and it made more space for my things in the bathroom. Thanks very much for joining me, and if you liked my video, please click like, and if you want to follow my no-buy year, please subscribe to my channel. Bye-bye.